Kidneys Boost, the complete, no-stress guide to lower your salt intake.
Salt is the enemy. Sodium is the enemy.
Salt eating is more dangerous. It's dangerous for all.
90% of Americans are eating more sodium than the recommended amount.
The risk is too much salt, not too little. So our priority as a society is to find ways to reduce it.
Eat less salt. This powerful message from leading health experts and influencers isn't just another dietary warning. It's a wake-up call about our daily salt habits. Today, we're eating as much as 12 grams of salt daily, even though most guidelines suggest keeping it under 5 grams. When we consume excess salt, our kidneys have to work overtime to clear it from our blood. Your kidneys are amazing filters, but they weren't designed for this modern salt tsunami. Too much salt over time can raise blood pressure, increasing the risk of kidney damage. And if you already have kidney issues, high salt speeds up the damage, sometimes leading to kidney failure and a tiring life of at least 3 painful dialysis sessions a week. For those with high blood pressure or kidney issues, cutting back on salt is always recommended. Limiting salt helps lower protein in the urine and boost the effects of blood pressure medications. But people often struggle to reduce their salt intake. This is because salt is now hidden in most processed foods, tasty restaurant dishes, and even many healthy packaged items. Many people don't know that cutting back on salt doesn't mean your foods turn bland. That's why we're here with a guide full of practical, clever, real-world strategies to help you cut back without feeling like you're sacrificing taste. You'll be equipped with everything you need to make low-salt meals that are both tasty and supportive of your kidney health. Stay with us until the end, where we'll explore all the salt options available on the market and reveal which one is the healthiest. Don't wait until a doctor orders you to cut back. This is info everyone can use. Your kidneys will thank you. Before we dive in, please note, all the information in this video is created by real people, thoroughly fact-checked, unbiased, and reviewed by qualified professionals. How much salt is too much? To maintain optimal health and avoid unnecessary complications down the road, daily salt intake should be carefully controlled. The U.S. dietary guidelines recommend staying under 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day. That's about a teaspoon or 5 grams of table salt. But if you have high blood pressure, diabetes, or kidney problems like chronic kidney disease, or CKD for short, aim for 1,500 milligrams or less. That's about half a teaspoon, a very small amount considering that salt is often hidden in high quantities in everyday foods. But note that table salt is not the main problem. 15% of our sodium intake comes from table salt and 80% from processed foods, such as bread, sauces, deli meats, poultry, and snacks. Seems like some of your favorite foods might be off the table, but it's simpler than it sounds. Let's dive into your Salt Smart Guide now. Shopping Guide. Making smart choices while shopping is the foundation for managing salt intake. Even if they don't taste salty, foods like bread, pastries, cereals, snacks, sauces, spreads, plant-based meat alternatives, and even sweets are often very high in sodium, so never rely on taste alone to judge sodium content. To reduce sodium in your grocery haul, read the nutrition labels carefully. Quickly scan for the word sodium in ingredients like sodium bicarbonate, or EDTA, and MSG. Whole or fresh foods don't need labels, yet they naturally have balanced sodium and other good nutrients, so we don't need to worry about them. But if a processed food doesn't show a label, it's best to leave it on the shelf. Those can hide high sodium levels. A 2022 study looked at over 4,000 foods and found that on average, commercial foods contain around 1,000 milligrams of sodium per 100 grams. So just 2 servings can hit your daily limit. And none of the artisanal foods studied were low sodium either. Aim for items labeled sodium-free, which means less than 5 milligrams of sodium per serving, or very low sodium, meaning 35 milligrams or less. And don't fall for these label traps. Low sodium can still mean 140 milligrams per serving. Light in sodium means half the usual sodium, and no salt added or unsalted only means no extra salt was added during processing, but the real sodium contents can still be high. Always check the sodium content in milligram and compare it to your daily needs. Now, some foods often have more salt than others. Canned options often contain a lot of added salt. 100 grams of dried chickpeas has 5 milligrams of salt, while the same amount of canned chickpeas, even drained, have 220 milligrams. That's 44 times more salt. So choose fresh or frozen over canned foods. If frozen options are your choice, look for plain varieties without added sauces or seasonings. When choosing meat, purchase fresh cuts of chicken, turkey, or lean beef. Processed meats like ham, bacon, salami, and sausages can be extremely high in sodium. Some brands do have lower sodium versions, but don't forget to double-check those labels. And note that packaged snacks are your no-go zone. Chips, crackers, biscuits, pretzels, cheese puffs, and buttered popcorn are often full of sodium and lack real nutrition. Try to focus on whole foods for snacks. We'll dive into some tasty options in the next sections. Be mindful of bread, cheese, butter, and other dairy products, as they often contain surprising amounts of sodium. Fruit breads and sprouted grain breads typically have less salt than other varieties like savory bread. Some cheeses like cottage cheese, goat's cheese, mozzarella, and cream cheese tend to have less sodium, while blue cheese, feta, Edam, and cheese spreads tend to be saltier. Are you enjoying our video so far? If so, please give us some hints by dropping a like and we'll make more content like this. Time to explore some smart swaps for your meals throughout the day. Breakfast Planning Guide. Mornings set the tone for the day. Options like oatmeal, but not instant oatmeal, tortilla, quinoa, rye, or barley are naturally low in sodium while providing you with kidney-friendly folate, iron, and fiber. Instead of eating boxed cereal, try to make your own granola or muesli. Add flavor with fresh fruits, nuts, seeds, or spices like cinnamon instead of sugary toppings or salt. Toast your nuts and seeds to release the oils. Switch your French toast with salted butter for a sprouted grain toast with mashed bananas or unsalted nut butter. Even better, try avocado toast with lemon and pepper. It's equally delicious with a nice citrusy twist. But if you have advanced CKD and need to limit potassium, be cautious with avocado, bananas, and other high-potassium foods like apricots, oranges, certain nuts and seeds, potatoes, tomatoes, and spinach. Ask your doctor if you need to limit these foods. If you want a meaty flavor, skip the bacon and sausage and go for home-roasted meat or egg-based breakfasts. Eggs are naturally low in sodium and highly versatile. Add flavor with fresh herbs, kale, bell peppers, or cabbages rather than salty cheeses or cured meats. For a refreshing breakfast, try a fruit and veggie smoothie. Blend lettuce, kale, or other greens with fruits, like bananas, berries, or oranges, and a low-sodium liquid base, such as unsweetened almond milk or plain yogurt. Just make sure you've checked the potassium content, as fruits and veggies are often high in this mineral. Check out our video on kidney-friendly breakfast plans for more tasty ideas. Guide to main meals, lunch and dinner. Lunch and dinner are typically the most substantial meals of the day, so making mindful choices here has a big impact. A simple rule is the less processed the food, the better. Base your meals around fresh vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. For example, try a stir-fry with fresh vegetables and chicken turkey breast, flavored with garlic and ginger rather than bottled sauces. There are a lot of yogurt-based and spice-based sauces online. Acidic ingredients like lemon juice, lime juice, balsamic vinegar, and apple cider vinegar, or ACV for short, can make flavors pop without adding salt. Plus, they can even help prevent kidney stones and are particularly good for salads, marinades, or as a finishing touch on meats and vegetables. The classic salad dressing ratio is 3:1. 3 parts olive oil to 1 part vinegar or lemon juice. It's a foolproof way to dress up any kidney-friendly salad. For those looking to try this salad dressing recipe or simply incorporate more vinegar into your daily meals, we've partnered to offer an exclusive 25% discount on Bragg Organic Apple Cider Vinegar. Packed with health benefits and a zesty twist on the classic ACV, it's perfect for adding flavor to your drinks and dishes. Find the link in our description box to start enjoying flavorful, healthful meals. Try making spice blends yourself, like taco seasoning or Italian herb mixes, instead of bouillon cubes, seasoning packets, or bottled marinade. Experiment yourself with flavorful options like basil, cilantro, rosemary, thyme, cumin, coriander, paprika, ginger, onion, turmeric, and garlic. They add depth without sodium. Go further by swapping traditional soy sauce with low-sodium or salt-free versions or coconut aminos. Guide to snacks and sides. Snacking can easily lead to excess sodium. Crunchy fruits and vegetables like apples, cucumber slices, celery sticks, kale chips, and carrots are naturally sodium-free and make great snacks. When craving chips, try plain air-popped popcorn or choose unsalted nuts, like almonds, walnuts, or cashews, for a creamy, fiber or protein-packed, low-sodium snack. Season with nutritional yeast instead of MSG, which adds a cheesy and umami flavor, or with dill and garlic powder. Create a homemade trail mix with dried fruits and seeds. Avoid pre-made, salty dips and create homemade versions instead. Your favorite mayo and ranch dip can be replaced by mashed avocado, hummus, guacamole, salsa, or Greek yogurt with herbs. For those interested in the evidence, the studies supporting our claims are provided in the link in our description box. Evening Meal Guide. Evening meals or snacks should be light to avoid any digestive discomfort before bed. Try to eat 1.5 to 2 hours before bedtime, or 3 to 4 hours for your last large meal, to give your gut time to digest, but those with digestive issues may need an earlier cutoff. Try Greek yogurt with kidney-friendly fruits like apples and cherries, or a vegetable-based soup. Avoid all spicy foods or those high in protein, fat, or contain salt and sugar. Bedtime drinks are a cozy ritual for many. Go for lighter choices like coconut water, herbal tea, make sure it's caffeine-free, fruit-infused water, or almond milk and other milk alternatives. Cooking techniques. Don't forget that cooking techniques matter. Roasting and grilling can intensify the natural sweetness and depth of vegetables and proteins without the need of salt. A pressure or a slow cooker can also help intense flavors. Spice up your meals further by caramelizing or layering herbs and spices. For fresh herbs, bruise them to release their oils and chop them just before cooking. Rinsing canned foods in cold water is a simple yet smart technique. A 3-minute rinse can lower sodium in tuna by 80% and cottage cheese by 63%. For canned beans, replacing the brine with water before heating cuts sodium by 33%. Instead of relying on store-bought broths, make a large batch at home by simmering vegetables, herbs, and spices in water. Freeze in ice cube trays or small containers for easy use later. Bone broth or meat-based broths can also be made this way, offering rich flavor without added salt. When hunger strikes, having sliced vegetables, fresh fruits, or other ready-to-eat low-sodium snacks makes it easier to avoid high-salt options. Keep containers of cut carrots, celery, bell peppers, and berries at hand. If you think you are too busy to cook, note that preparing extra portions and freezing them can save time and make it easier to stick to low-sodium options. Search for terms like one-pan cooking, sheet pan meals, pressure cooking, no-cook sauces, quick and easy recipes. Make herb-infused olive oils, pureed garlic or ginger cubes, caramelized onions, or pre-mixed spices for later uses. Label each meal so you know it's a sodium-controlled option. If you need to use salty ingredients, try using half the amount the recipe calls for or diluting it with water. Restaurant Ordering Guide. Eating out can be tricky when you're watching your salt, but with a little planning, enjoying a low-salt meal is totally doable. Plan ahead by checking the menu online and picking your dish before you go. Try choosing a health-conscious or farm-to-table restaurant. When ordering, ask for fresh herbs over salt, request olive oil or vinegar, and keep sauces or dressings on the side to stay in control. Keep an eye out for menu, red flags like soup, breadbasket, brined, pickled, teriyaki, au jus, miso glazed, or cocktail sauce. They usually mean extra salt. Don't be shy, ask your waiter about how dishes are prepared. Healthier, low-salt options might include vegetable crudité, grilled or steamed dishes, and fresh salsa or guacamole. And don't forget to drink plenty of water, yet not soda, even diet soda, or canned fruit drinks. Precaution. Salt does play a role in keeping fluids balanced and supporting muscle and nerve function. While excessive salt intake is associated with health risks, eating too little salt or eliminating it entirely can also be harmful. Sodium plays a crucial role in the body by helping regulate fluid balance, nerve function, and muscle contraction. A very low salt intake can lead to issues like hyponatremia, where sodium levels drop too low, causing symptoms like headaches, fatigue, confusion, and in severe cases, seizures and coma. Some people may think that quitting salt completely is beneficial, but this could disrupt electrolyte balance, affect blood pressure, and impair kidney function. It's essential to practice moderation and remember that the right amount of salt varies for each individual. Always consult with a healthcare provider before making significant changes to your salt intake to ensure you're meeting your body's specific needs safely. Which is the healthiest salt? First, is there a salt healthier than others? There are many types of edible salt available on the market, each with distinct sources, textures, and nutritional features. 1. Table salt. Table salt, mined from underground deposits, is the most refined and affordable option, under $1 per pound. It's highly processed to remove minerals and is enriched with added iodine to prevent goiter. Table salt has a pure, straightforward saltiness, though some detect a slight chemical aftertaste from additives. It's suitable for everyday cooking due to its fine texture and precise measurements. 2. Sea salt. Sea salt is moderately priced, around $3 to $5 per pound, and made by evaporating seawater. It retains trace minerals, adding a mild, briny flavor. However, it comes with a risk of microplastics and other impurities. Coarser than table salt, it works well as a finishing touch, bringing a natural mineral taste and light crunch to foods. 3. Himalayan pink salt. Mined in the Himalayas, Himalayan pink salt is a bit pricier, around $5 to $10 per pound. Its pink color comes from trace minerals like iron, giving it a subtly earthy taste that's softer than table salt. Often used as a finishing salt, it adds both flavor and aesthetic appeal, though the health impact of its minerals is minimal. 4. Kosher salt. Kosher salt is affordable, around $1 to $3 per pound, and has large, flake-like crystals that are easy to sprinkle and control. Free of additives, it has a clean, mild saltiness that dissolves quickly, making it popular among chefs for seasoning. 5. Celtic sea salt. Harvested from coastal France, Celtic sea salt is on the higher end, around $8 to $12 per pound, and retains moisture and essential trace minerals, giving it a light gray color and mineral-rich taste with an oceanic note. Its moist texture and mild flavor make it a great finishing salt. 6. Black salt, or kala namak. Black salt, or kala namak, is moderately priced, around $3 to $7 per pound, and has a distinctive sulfuric aroma, imparting an egg-like flavor popular in vegan and Indian cuisine. This specialty salt is best used sparingly to enhance specific dishes rather than for everyday cooking. 7. Flake salt. Flake salt, created by evaporating seawater, costs around $8 to $15 per pound due to artisanal production. It has a mild, clean taste and a delicate crunch that makes it ideal for finishing dishes. 8. Red Hawaiian salt, or Alaya salt. Red Hawaiian salt, or Alaya salt, is a traditional Hawaiian sea salt mixed with volcanic clay, priced around $10 to $15 per pound. The clay adds trace minerals like iron, giving it a reddish-brown hue and earthy, robust flavor. It's commonly used in Hawaiian cuisine and adds a unique touch to special dishes. 9. Smoked salt. Smoked salt, costing $5 to $15 per pound, is infused with natural smoke from wood fires, adding a rich, smoky flavor that enhances grilled or roasted foods. The specific wood used affects its taste, making smoked salt ideal for adding depth to meats and vegetables without artificial smoke flavors. So, which is the healthiest salt? While sea salt, like Celtic or Alaya salt, and Himalayan pink salt contain trace minerals, these minerals don't provide significant health benefits due to their low concentration. Nutritionally, all salts are similar in sodium content, and the healthiest approach is to use any salt in moderation. For example, to gain any nutritional benefit, you would need to consume over 30 grams, about 6 teaspoons, of pink salt daily, which would absolutely lead to excessive sodium intake and potential harm. If you have specific health concerns, consulting a healthcare provider can help determine the best salt type and quantity for your individual needs. Summary. These days, most of us are consuming up to 12 grams of salt a day, way over the general recommendation of staying under 5 grams. And 80% of your salt isn't coming from your salt shaker. It's hiding in processed foods. The key to reduce your salt intake isn't elimination, it's awareness. Simple changes truly make huge differences. Read food labels, cook more meals, and have a plan before dining out. Every small choice adds up to protect your kidneys and your overall health. The most important thing is that your body is designed to work with some salt, and consuming zero salt can be as dangerous as too much salt, being the fast track to low energy, mental problems, and even heart and kidney disease. Now, we want to send a big thank you to all our current subscribers and viewers. Your support inspires us to continue sharing valuable content. Hit the bell icon and turn on all notifications so you never miss a life-saving video. The sooner you spot kidney issues, the more you can do to keep things under control. If you're unsure about your kidney health and haven't been in a good shape recently, check out the video on the screen. Here, we cover all the possible symptoms, helping you spot kidney failure and take action effectively if needed. See you there. Stay informed, stay healthy.